351! 351! Rover, sit! Hut! Hut!
He seems to have some difficulty letting go of the game.
We made it to championship week. Here with the Pick Six champ, unless he's willing to put it all on the line. Unless he's willing to, sometimes you just, okay. So it's something that we can discuss. Okay. All right. Eric, I have said before, I'm not talking about the bells, the whistles, the lights, the performances. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just specifically talking about the game on the field. To me personally, give me championship week over the Super Bowl. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about the spectacles. I'm not talking about the parties. I'm not talking about anything. I'm just specifically talking about on the field game. Give me championship week. But you know what? This time around, I'm not so sure. We'll get to that.
I was waiting for you to say something. I didn't think you were gonna say something. I was gonna say, maybe not this time around for you, because I know you're so hyped and pumped up for that halftime show.
I'm a patriotic man, so yes. All right, Eric. Right. So what do we got, man?
Before we get into this championship Sunday slate, let's talk about the divisional round. Okay. This one was a surprise to quite a few people, not to me, though. I picked it. I called my shot on this one. The Denver Broncos defeat the Buffalo Bills by a score of 33-30. And this was the best game of the divisional round, in my opinion. It went into overtime. Buffalo had their opportunity to close the show. Josh Allen threw an interception. It was a bit of a 50-50 ball, so I don't think you could put the blame on Josh Allen in that particular play. But the Broncos were able to get the edge out in that one in overtime. Then you had the Patriots beating the Texans 28-16. And the NFC side, Seahawks just demolished the 49ers 41-6. And the last game was the Rams defeating the Bears by a score of 20-17. So that was your favorite to win the NFC.
Yes. Okay. So that was also, well, first of all, let me start with the first game, man. Look, I'm not a Buffalo Bills fan. I'm not. I tell you, man, I was a little bit heartbroken for Josh Allen, man. I felt bad because you said it. You said, like, hey, this is your time, right? You don't have to go up against the guys that they eliminated you, Patrick Mahomes. He's not there. Like, this was your time, at least to make it to the big dance. Whether to win it or not, that's a different story. But at least to make it to the big dance. And Eric, they had their moments, man. They had their chances. They could have got it. And I just, wow. And now I'm kind of like, you know what? They actually should have won it. But let me get to the Bears first. Let me get to the Bears because I had picked the Bears to win the NFC completely. I thought they were going to be in the Super Bowl representing the NFC. And just like the Bills, they had their moment. They had their chance. They are the comeback kid. And I said they can do it against the Rams. And they did do it against the Rams. But again, man, they blew it. Gosh, my goodness, man. It was a good game. Low scoring, not on the high scoring side that I was kind of thinking it was going to be, but the weather definitely played a factor. Caleb Williams, I think he's a damn good QB. I think he's got a really good future there. Look, there's a lot of good things that came out, even with the teams that lost, where I was just kind of like, okay, you know what? They still got a future. The Bills, I mean, I don't know about the Bills, but when it comes to the Bears, yes, definitely the Bears. Where they got the rookie head coach.
Yeah.
So Yeah, so I mean, I think the Bears are going to be a force to be reckoned with, man, next year in the NFC. Just the whole conference. I'm not just talking about their division. I'm just talking about the whole conference. But look, man, Stafford and the Rams moving on to the championship.
I realized that the Bills game and the Rams game ended in a similar way. Um, yeah, I mean, I Bears definitely had their moments. Caleb Williams, that was an incredible touchdown pass. I'm not sure if there's another quarterback on the planet that can make that throw, and if there is, very few can. When they tied the game, he was throwing it off of his back foot. It was an incredible throw from Caleb. So
Hmm.
for Chicago, at least, there's definitely a bright future. As for the other teams that lost, there's concern. A lot of concern, actually. I'll start with the 49ers because it's a little bit of a shorter one. I mean, that was probably the last chance to potentially go to a Super Bowl. I'm not sure if they can do it anymore. The team's only getting older. They still have their stars, but those stars probably aren't even in their prime anymore. So I'm not sure if San Francisco can do it anymore, you know?
Let me intervene just real quick. Okay, it was their last chance because the position they were in, but I don't think they
Yeah,
had a chance to go all the way, not even win this game. You know,
right.
they've been injured, but the position where they were in is like, we always say it, it's like, hey, you just need an invitation to the dance. But in reality, I mean, they weren't gonna go anywhere, man.
I agree. I agree. Now for the two AFC teams. You have the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. I'll start with the Texans. CJ Stroud. It seems like since his rookie year, he's gotten worse each season. See, because what happens, man, is your rookie season, if you do really well, that offseason, teams are going to catch on. They're going to watch your film. They're going to know your tendencies, stuff like that. And you have to adapt. I'm not sure if CJ Stroud has adapted because, I mean, there's been people out there saying that in the situation that Houston has, you don't need to be an elite quarterback. You don't need to be a Patrick Mahomes,
Hmm.
Joe Burrow for the Texans to succeed. And CJ Stroud was nowhere near that. And the turnovers, he had 7 turnovers in these 2 playoff games. Typically, when you have that many turnovers, you don't win one game.
Right.
So something needs to change with CJ Stroud, or else, I mean, Houston might move on. And I'm a fan of CJ Stroud, but if things keep going the way that they are, Houston's gonna have to move on.
Is the moment too big for him, Eric? Because it wasn't just the turnovers. Okay, look, he looks. Gosh, man, I was coming down a little bit hard on Herbert last week, right? But I mean, he looked completely out of place. He doesn't know what to do. But not only that, Eric. I mean, you remember the snaps. The snaps were way off. I don't know if it's the center, if it's the center, if it's him. Where's the communication? But when they played a week ago against the Steelers, it was like the snaps. I mean, their timing was off. It
Yeah.
was like, okay, what is going on here? What is going on? And then it was clear to me. It's like, okay, the defense is keeping these guys competitive. Not to
Oh
say
yeah.
that the offense, they don't have their moments because they do, but their defense is keeping these guys competitive. But no, I mean, I'm with you. Look, Stroud, he's a young guy. You can build around him, but when you see performances like this, it's like, uh, is the moment getting too big for you? Are you one of these other guys where you're just a regular season good quarterback? Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he looked completely lost.
I don't even think it's the moment. I think he's actually regressed from his rookie season and it's continued. He has to do something this offseason to change his game. Because again, the NFL's gonna catch on to what
Mm,
you got going. They're gonna know your strengths, they're gonna know your weaknesses after watching the films and stuff that offseason. So CJ Stroud has to do it and he has to get that hunger, man. Because I mean, I don't see it. He seems kind of complacent. I don't know what it is, man. But we'll see, man. Like I said, I'm a fan of CJ Stroud, and hopefully they could get it together because if he can, and if that offense can get it together, even if they're not top 10 in the league, if they're middle of the pack, they're a Super Bowl contender, man. So hopefully they could get that sorted out in Houston.
Especially with that defense. You need to capitalize with that defense that they have. You need to capitalize. You need to get it together on the offense, man, because that defense is killer, and that defense isn't going to last forever.
I'd say as long as they have DeMeco Ryans as their head coach, that defense is going to be legit every season. So that's for Houston.
They are right now. I mean, they are. Good gosh, man. That's what I'm saying. If the Patriots could break through that defense, man.
That was for Houston. Now for Buffalo. As you said, what I said, if Buffalo didn't do it this year, I don't see them ever doing it. I'm not sure if I'm taking it to that extreme anymore, but this loss, they got rid of their head coach. Yeah. So things are going to be changing. I'm not sure if it's right to blame this loss on the head coach. I think this loss was on Josh Allen, man. The turnovers, the mistakes, the fumble at the end of the half that turned into 3 points on Denver's side, that was big, and they wound up losing by 3 points. Yeah, Josh Allen made a lot of mistakes in that game.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with you, but it doesn't take away the fact that he's still one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
So, I mean, I don't know what it could have been. I got no idea, but I still think he's, with the quarterbacks that there is in the NFL today, he's still one of the elites. I'm with you in the sense of, like, was it really the head coach? You know, are they just doing something just to do something? You know, are they just saying, like, hey, you know what? We can't get over that hump. We just need to do something. So we're just going to, they're not going to get rid of Josh Allen. That's for sure. But are they doing something just to do something? I don't know. Do they see another head coach where it's like, you know what? We want that guy. We want that guy. Do they see a Mike Tomlin where it's like, we want that guy? You know, so
we'll trade. We'll give you Mike Tomlin for Josh Allen, Buffalo. Yeah. Hey.
So yeah. So do they see somebody in another head coach where it's like we need that guy right there? You know, that guy can get us over the hump. That guy has the experience that got there. I'm not saying that's what they're saying. I'm simply saying, is that a possibility? But the Buffalo Bills, I mean, they're still a great team. But yeah, I mean, at some point, you keep getting to the wild card, you keep getting to the divisional round, you keep getting to, you know, these spots, but you don't get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at some point, it's just like, okay, is this what we're going to keep on doing every season? No, we got to get there. So, yeah, you know, still a good team though.
And shoot, what was I going to say? Oh, Brett, I think before the season even started, I don't think this was a decision that happened right after the game. I think it was, hey, if they don't make it to the Super Bowl, because that's what our expectation is, we're going to cut ties with the coach. I think that's what it was. Now, I don't know how much I agree with the organization because the team built around Josh Allen, this season was probably one of the worst teams built around Josh Allen, but the expectation is still there. I'm talking about from the organization standpoint, how they viewed it. I think that's how they viewed it.
I can see that. I can see, obviously they're not telling him that, but I think behind closed doors, they're thinking like, hey guys, look, unless we go all the way, we're going to make a change in the head coaching position. I can see. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
But like we discussed, it's one thing firing a head coach. It's another thing finding one.
Exactly. And now that we're going to get to the games, championship games, you know what? By default, Eric, they actually should push the Buffalo Bills into the AFC Championship game, man.
Whoa.
Let's get to the championship games here. Let's get to the championship games.
All right. So the 12 p.m. game, the afternoon game, obviously Pacific Standard Time. We have the Denver Broncos hosting the New England Patriots.
Right.
And for some reason, people are counting out the Denver Broncos. I don't know why. What is the reason why, Cholo Trucker, you think that people are counting out the Denver Broncos?
It was the last play, I believe, barring the field goal. And Bo Nix kind of, I didn't notice it right then and there. I did see him kind of limp a little. I did see him kind of like, and I was just kind of like, I didn't really pay too much attention. And it wasn't until later that I found out that he broke his ankle. He is out for the championship, for the Super Bowl if they make it. He is done. He is done. You are not going to see this guy till August. So that's why I'm saying by default, the NFL should just say like, hey, listen, guys, you guys aren't going to win. And we need to think about the business. We need to think about the business. And it's bad for business to have blowouts, especially in our championship games. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and pay you guys a little bit of money. You guys go vacation, go to Hawaii, go to Cancun, go to wherever it is you guys want to go, man. It's on us. It's on the NFL. And the Bills, you guys are in by default because you guys can actually compete against Drake May against the Patriots, which actually broke through the Texans defense because the Broncos ain't going to do it, man. They are not going to do it. I wasn't even really sure if they were going to do it with Bo Nix. With Bo Nix, I still favor the Patriots. Without him, it's going to be a long 3 hours. Hopefully the game's over pretty soon, but it's going to be tough to watch, man.
Okay, that's exactly where I expected you to go. Here's my 2 cents. Now, I'm a huge I'm a huge history guy. I love history. I've always liked history. There was even at one point I was taking 2 history classes at one point. Why does that have anything to do with football? The last 2 times the New England Patriots played the Denver Broncos in the AFC Championship game, do you know who won those games? The Denver Broncos. Here's even more reason to be concerned if you're a New England Patriot fan. Taking it all the way back to 2018. The last time the Patriots played a backup quarterback in a playoff game was against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh.
Do you remember who won that game? You know what? No, I'll ask you this. Do you remember who lost that game?
Oh,
the
yeah.
New England Patriots against a backup quarterback. Who is starting in this game on Sunday?
By the way, it was the Patriots, the dynasty Patriots that lost that game.
It is, I believe it's Jarrett Stidham. He's a backup quarterback, right? That's really what matters here. And they say history repeats itself. Why not here? And you know what? Again, I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. I made a pact. I fact-checked this on September 5th of 2025, saying that the Broncos are my dark horse team.
Okay.
And damn it, they are 1 game away from making that Super Bowl. I am not giving up now. Is it the right pick? Probably not, but it is my pick. And I'm picking the Denver Broncos to win this game.
This is a man that goes down with his ship. This is a man where it's like,
I'm playing that violin.
Yes, he's playing the violin. Everybody's rushing to all the little small boats and saying, "Get out of here, it's going down." And he says, No, I'm going down with my ship. Gosh, okay. Why not this time, Eric? Because that backup quarterback's name is not Nick Foles. That's why. This Patriot team is an elite team. Okay. It's just not the dynasty era Patriot team yet. But I said it before and I'm saying it again. And look, this is my team right here. Okay. This is my team right here. And I'm telling everybody. And by the way, I'm not the only one that said it. Debo, yes, number 92, big game James Harrison Debo, he said it. The Patriots are back, man. They are back. I don't like it, but they are back. These guys are on another level. Did they stand a chance with Bo Nix? Of course, absolutely. Yes, they did. I still didn't favor them. I still favored the Patriots. Now, without Bo Nix, no way, man. No way. It's not going to happen. But look. That's why you got to play the games. That's why you got to play the games, man. But if I were the NFL, if I were in charge, I just go to the Denver Broncos and say, "Look, guys, here, just there you go, man. There you go. What do you want to get on that field and get hurt? You know, look what happened to your quarterback. You want to be limping and no, man. What do you guys want, man? A round trip ticket to Cabo San Lucas? There you go. And here's some extra cash, man. Where do you guys want to go? The Bahamas, Tahiti? Don't worry, I got you guys. Boom, there it is. Make it rain.
Tahiti.
Go to the Buffalo Bills and say, guys, you guys are in. You guys are in because you guys can actually compete. So. But
okay.
So what I'm saying is I'm picking the Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots, man. I picked the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. When the playoffs first started, I said it was going to be the Bears versus the Patriots. Bears are out barely, but they're out. I think the Patriots, for dang sure, man.
Over here jumping on the bandwagon. I called my shot on September 5th. Okay. I believe. Should I believe? Probably not, because Bo's not going to be there, but he did play one hell of a game on Saturday, and that's something to just to take note of. He played one hell of a game because everybody was saying that this Broncos team was so fraudulent, so they got one. It's going to take a lot. It's going to be a lot harder to get that second win, but that's what the game's all about. We'll see on Sunday afternoon.
Well, Eric, like you said, Bo leave. Bo is gone. So without the Bo, it's just leave. Just leave now, man. That was good, man. That was good. Let me give myself a nice little round of applause. All right.
Good stuff. That was good stuff. All right. Now we have the NFC Championship game. Have the Seattle Seahawks hosting the Rams. 5th seed versus 1 seed in Seattle. Going up against the 12th man. How do you see this one?
Look, it's not that I hate on the Rams. I don't. That's home team. I just really thought the Bears were really going to take that game, and they had their shot.
They definitely the Rams broke his heart.
I like Caleb. I like Caleb, man. I'm a fan of Williams. I don't like the fact that he paints his nails, but that's another conversation. look, this is a divisional game. I think that's what makes it kind of cool. Two West Coast teams. I actually do like that. I do like that. Let's get a little shine on this side of the country, man. Let's get a little West Coast shine up and down the Pacific Coast. So Rams going into the 12th man. Gosh darn it. This one's a little bit rough. I could see this one going either way. I'm not really sold on either one of these teams. In the sense of whoever makes it to the Super Bowl. Look, I'm saying it right now, man. If the Patriots make it to the Super Bowl, they're winning it all. I don't think either one.
Wow.
You know what?
Wow.
I don't think either one of these teams. I'm not saying they can't compete. I think they can compete. I just don't think they will beat them. But let's wait for that, because who knows? Who knows? Maybe the orange monster actually wins. But when it comes to this one, I kind of want to hear what you got to say, because it's a little bit of a coin flip for me. I'm siding a little bit more with the Seahawks on it, but you got Stafford over there. You got McVay. I just they got some pretty cool tricks. They got some pretty cool tricks up their sleeve. I'm not gonna lie. They got a couple of cool tricks up their sleeve, man.
Well, okay, about a month ago, I said that I probably favored the Rams to make the Super Bowl. Now, a lot has happened since then.
So last year.
It was last year, a long time ago. So I still feel that way. And if there's a team that could beat the Seahawks in Seattle, it's got to be the Rams. I like their schemes that they have. Sean McVay, arguably the best head coach of the NFC, because I still feel like you had to give it to Andy Reid with the accolades that he has, right? I'm going to go with the Rams, because I think they're the only team that could beat Seattle.
Wow. Okay. Do you think that Seattle, I get it seed-wise, yes, but do you think Seattle is the number one team in the NFC? I understand seeding, and I understand where they're at now, but overall, do you think they're the best team?
They've definitely had to prove it down that stretch, because they did beat the Rams, and they also beat the Niners twice, one more convincing than the other. But, I mean, I guess they didn't play Chicago. That's really the only other one. They did play Chicago. Wait, no, that was the Rams. Shoot. I'm getting off track here. Yeah, I think Seattle did prove themselves as a 1 seed. I think they have. Unless, I did say that I didn't see a team beating Seattle. Unless they're playing the Patriots and Seattle has it at the 1 yard line, then the Patriots will beat the Seahawks.
Oh, man. A guy who likes his history. Okay. All right. So, yeah, the 1 yard. Gosh, I can't believe that was. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. I'm gonna go with Seahawks on this. And if the Rams win, then I got no reason to doubt the Rams. And it's not so much that I doubt them. It's just I really thought the Bears were going to win, and they were that close to winning. But yeah, if the Rams go to the 12th man and beat do they still have the 12th man? Do you think the 12th man is back? Do you think the 12th man went on vacation for a little bit and now he's back?
They took a little bit of a hiatus, hibernated a little bit. It happens. It happens, but they're the 1 seed, and that players looked pretty loud on Saturday night. After that kickoff, that was the game-winning touchdown. The kickoff was the game-winning touchdown of the game. That place got loud. You know how crazy that sounds?
Yeah. I think the 12th man took a little sabbatical, but yeah, definitely back. So I'm gonna go with Seahawks on this one. But look, if the Rams, if they win it, they're in it, and then you got Rams and Patriots because the Broncos ain't doing it. But then I got no reason to
That's
to
great.
doubt them whatsoever. And I like I said, it's not that I doubt them. It's just they got to go into Seattle, man. They got to go into Seattle. The Rams have definitely earned where they're at. Definitely. And what are they? The fifth seed?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've definitely earned that and a bag of chips. So I'm no way whatsoever coming down on the Rams or coming down on like, hey, I don't believe in them. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's just, they went into Chicago into that climate and beat the Bears. Yeah, they can definitely do it in Seattle as well. But this is Seattle. They have proven. But both these teams have proven. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to this game. And it's a divisional rival game for the
Rams,
NFC Championship.
just get a cup of coffee. That's what Seattle's known for, and that's gonna get the adrenaline pumping for that game. You just need the cup of coffee from Seattle, unless maybe don't get it yourself because then they might put something in that coffee. So have somebody else get the coffee for you. There you go, Rams.
There you go. Words to live by. Okay, so you got Rams. I got Seahawks.
Yeah.
And you're sticking. You're playing the violin, baby. You are playing the violin while all these other people are running, trying to get out of there and save themselves. You're like, no, I'm going down with the ship. That's right. They're gonna remember me. Okay. And I got the Patriots. I got the
I'm
Patriots.
going out on my shield. If I'm going out.
Oh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be bad. Watch. This sucker's gonna be over by halftime. Gosh, man, it's gonna be over by.
Is it gonna be worse than the Seattle and Niner game? That game was literally. Oh, I said it. It was literally over after that kickoff. That was their game-winning touchdown. Can it really be that worse?
They're gonna show some. No, they're gonna compete a little bit. Let's see what this. I mean, it's the most important position of the game, the quarterback. But I mean, look, if they get a running game going, they know they can do some damage. They can do some pretty good work. They get a running game going. Defense does what they need to do. However, I keep on saying, man, I mean, if the Patriots were ever able to break through the Texans defense, and the Texans defense, they showed up, man. They were holding the Patriots offense back here and there. So I just no, eventually I think this game is just gonna break away.
Don't underestimate the Broncos defense. They could make some splash plays. They made splash plays against Buffalo too, forcing a lot of fumbles. So that's going to be interesting to see New England's offense against Denver's defense.
Yeah, and they'll give the ball to their offense, and it'll be 3-0. All right, man. Anything else, Eric, before we wrap it up, man?
I think that's really about it. There's definitely some Steeler news going around, but I think I'll make I don't know if I'll make a full video, but I'll definitely make a short or something about it. About Mike McCarthy.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna bite my tongue and we're gonna end it right there. So for me, when we first got on here, and I said championship week is better to me than the Super Bowl just on field. The reason why it's not is because I don't believe anymore because Bo is not there. So it's just leave. And that's however, we do have the NFC championship game. So maybe not, but so we will see what happens, man. Who's going to go to the big dance and who is going to be joining the halftime show, man. Who is going to be there to party for the halftime show? So, all right, Eric, go Steelers.
Go Steelers, man.
There you go. You've been working on your forearms, man. All right, I can see that. Good for you.
351! 351! Rover, sit! Hut!
He seems to have some difficulty letting go of the game.